Send this one away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Offense retakes the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They got some ground to make up. 2nd and long from the 15. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
2nd down after that previous play. It's a shotgun run call. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. 3rd down play for this offense. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Makes a quick catch. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Looking for the wide out. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Good route running by that receiver on the corner. Was able to make a sharp break and run toward that open hole in the defense.
And the Canes line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And looking to throw now on first down. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment. Offense hungry to convert here in 3rd down. They don't want to send out the field goal team after what happened in the last attempt. Aiming for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
And the point after is right down the middle. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up third down. See if the offense can move the chains with that incompletion. And he'll drop back here on third down. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. The Buckeyes will line up to boot it away. He's on looking for a solid punt here. Oh, and he's got some space here. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
The ball is hauled in. Forced out of bounds after a nice game. The offense is knocking on the door with their 1st and goal.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connerts now has our halftime update. Buckeyes will kick this away to start the second half. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on 1st down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a 2nd and manageable here for this offense.
The defense with more pre-snap movement. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And it's good for a 1st down to the 36.
Hey, it's a gain. You get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
The guys up front line up. It's 1st down. Quarterback drops back. Throws to the tight end. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game. Looking to throw it again. Bringing pressure.
Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's now going to bring up third down.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Using his legs here. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
The Canes with 1st and 10 here. And the quarterback dropping back. Looking right, this one caught. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Makes the grab. It's Moffitt. Touchdown, Canes. That puts him on top in the second half. Kicking team out for the PAT try. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time. Going to put together a positive drive here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Sacked, dropped at the 3.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
That sack sets up a second down and long. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. The Buckeyes will bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And the ball is away from his own end zone. He'll field the punt. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
It's a quick grab. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
The shotgun handoff here. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
He's moving out of the pocket, looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. Big gain, catch made at the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. Kirk, what in the world was going on the defensive side of that play?
Wow, what was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
And now the try here for the extra point. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do better. Blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Good enough for first down yardage. The Hurricanes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
3:25.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Tries the right with a quick throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. The motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Let's it fly to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. To get him at the 42, good enough for a first down.
When the defense gets these guys to 3rd down, they got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
It's a short completion of the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Looking to throw again. And this pass is caught. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown for the U. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Trying to extend the play. Looking to scramble now. Breaks loose at the 45. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
And is intercepted. And the ball to the ground. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, a lot happened right there. Good job of coming up with that interception. I thought he was off to the races and had a chance for big yards, only to lose the football. He's very fortunate one of his teammates hopped on that football, so they still get the turnover.
And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
And they heave it deep downfield. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Strong game by this quarterback.
And I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, it's a touchdown.
Now they try here for the extra point. The extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And he drops back in the gun. They hit him behind the line, and out comes the football. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play here.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. I felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Contact as he threw it. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. He's got some room and some blockers here. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Canes.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's looking to scramble. Breaking free at the 35. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40. Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Made the defense look slow that time.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
And the PAT is good. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. is back on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost them 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Fires it to the wideout. There's a wide-open receiver, complete. They've got him, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it about the 27.
But how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. The pocket, nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. And the offense recovers the fumble. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. First down sack, pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. Linebacker shifting around now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's got it for a big gain. They're able to get him down.
Chris, how about this approach by this offensive play call? Up big, fourth quarter, and they're still taking shots downfield looking for more points. I think they're trying to rub it in here a little bit.
And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down.
Just not a lot of room there on the RPO on third down for the offense. Give the defense a lot of credit. They sat back initially, and then they overcommitted to stop that running game, and it worked out.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Going the other way, can they catch him? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
That's the last thing that you could afford to do. Working with the lead in the fourth quarter, I thought it'd be easy throws, high percentage throws, run the football, keep that clock moving. Now you've given your opponent a chance to get back into this game.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. Just gets it away, taking a shot. And he throws his third interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
First down here for this offense. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to throw it on first down. Defense is coming after him. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
A loss of 4 yards on the play. Brings up.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Off play action. He's looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. He's hit as he throws it. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Finding some room at the 25. And he's got some open field ahead. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Chris, how about the defense coming up with a huge play here? Not only the turnover, but it leads them to a score with a touchdown on this interception. Now they're trying to get back into this game. They may have a shot to make it a lot closer than what we thought.
With no time left, they'll kick the PAT as a formality. Surprised they're not going for 2 here. And they knock through the PAT, the final play of this loss. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.